Hello and welcome to Shop Talk Dan the Man. Today's video we're going to review this. This is Ridgid's cordless 18 volt portable radio. It's a Bluetooth speaker. Let's jump into it. Hello, if you're new to this channel, my name is Dan Shannon. I enjoy woodworking as a hobby and being out in the shop. On this channel, dive deep into my shop as we explore tools and tool reviews, as well as chatting about everything related to woodworking. If this grabs you by the tool belt, please subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this. Hello and welcome to Shop Talk Dan the Man. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. Today's video, we're going to jump into this. This is Ridgid's Bluetooth portable speaker, and this is model number R84088. So in this video, we're going to look at this speaker, what would be the advantages of having it on the job site, what would you use it for, and how do we set it up. So first we're going to go through the specs. So basically the features of this speaker, the different settings on it, what it has to offer. Then we'll jump into the hands-on, so I'll show you how to set it up on your phone, and then after that we'll jump into final thoughts. So let's jump into the features and the specs of this Bluetooth speaker features. So the features of this Bluetooth speaker, you'll notice on the base you have your connection for your battery. So that just slides on and off. You can see the cradle there. And all you do is you just take your battery. And one thing to note, with this Bluetooth speaker, you can take any size of battery, 4 amp hour, 6 amp hour, 12 amp hour. It doesn't really matter. It will take all Ridgid batteries. This one here is just their small battery, and this is their 2 amp hour battery. Like I said, you can get the bigger ones. And all you just need to do is take your base, grab your battery, and it just slides down until it snaps. And then it's locked onto your Bluetooth speaker. And as we go to the front, you'll notice there is a bunch of holes. That is where your speaker is located in the front, and that's where your sound comes out. And as we go to the left side, you notice just simple design. There's not really anything there. But on the right hand side, you notice there's a USB port on the back. So what that is for is charging devices. So whether it's another iPhone or your phone in general, could be really anything that's USB, it will charge. So that's great, especially if you're in the shop and you want to charge your phone. Your phone's dying, you can just plug it in. So I'll show you that. I have a cord here, we'll plug that in a minute. And as you go towards the top of the unit, you'll notice there's a power button. So you just press that once, it'll fire up. And then to the left of that is a Bluetooth button. So when you connect your phone, press that, it will engage the Bluetooth, and then it will pair with your phone. So I'll jump into that in a minute. And you just have a plus and minus. That's your volume up and volume down. So that's pretty straightforward. On the face of this unit, near the top, you can see those buttons. And as we flip towards the back, you'll have your information, model number. This is your VIN number, or your identification number. So when you do your online registration, and I encourage that with any Ridgid tool, a lot of them will say in the description online, whether it's has the LSA, lifetime service agreement, you have 90 days. So what you do is you just take your tool, and if it does come with a battery, depending on the setup that you have, some models come with a combo kit, so they come with the speaker and the battery and the charger. Other ones just come with the speaker itself without any other attachments. You just follow the steps online. They'll ask for your receipt, the information on that, the purchase date, and then as well as your model number on the back of your tool. So it doesn't matter any of these tools that I have that I've registered, just make sure you go online and type in the proper information, and they have their website that will show you a video as well to set that up, so if you're not sure. But that information's there. Then you notice just up from there, there's a little cutout, so that is for a screw. So say you had your shop and you had a wall, you just wanted to mount it on the wall just for storage reasons, or maybe this is your main source of music and you just wanted to mount it on the wall to have it there all the time to play music. That's another option. So it has that mount there, which is great. I think, especially even if you're on a job site, you can just put a screw into a 2x4 or 2x6 on the wall and just mount it and play it for the entire job site. And then up from that, of course, you have a handle, a rubberized handle. It does bend, it does move, but it's nice to have that rubberized handle as a grip, so that when you're carrying it, you have something to lock a hold of. So this is a really nice unit, has really good sound, really good bass to it. I really enjoy the quality of this unit from what I've heard playing on this machine. All right, so let's jump into kind of the charging and the overall Bluetooth setup. So to charge it, you just need a USB cable. In this case, it's for an iPhone. You just plug it into the USB port on the side, make sure it's in nice and tight, and then of course run the other part of the cord into your phone. And as you can see now, it is not charging, but as soon as I press the battery, or the power button rather, you'll hear it boot up and say power on. Connected. And then it's saying Bluetooth connected. So it had a device already connected to it, which was my phone. It found it right away and it turned on the Bluetooth. So now it's connected, and you can also see that it's charging my phone through the cable itself. So I like that because a lot of times when you're on a job site or even out in your shop, like right now, for example, your phone will deplete its battery, especially if you're using it, or if you have it paired and you're using the music. It doesn't drain it too bad, but it is nice to have that charging cable. And of course, depending on your battery pack, that'll change how long the Bluetooth speaker will run, and also how long you can charge your phone. So I get a little overview I printed off here just to talk about a little bit more of the specs on this particular unit and what it has to offer. So the main bullet points, I already mentioned that it has the LSA, so you can apply for that online and make sure you register that. It's got dynamic sound with deep bass for clear highs. So they claim that this, compared to the previous model, has a lot better clarity and bass for your sound quality. It's got 2 7/8 inch speaker that delivers 6 times clearer sound compared to the R84088B mini Bluetooth radio. So that was the older version of this Bluetooth speaker. So if you want to compare the two, between this one and the old one, Ridgid claims that it does have 6 times clearer sound. This can operate from 200 feet away. So if you have your phone on the other side of the job site, or if you're walking around the house, say for example, the phone's in your pocket, you have 200 feet of range, which is pretty incredible based on the size of this unit. And there's no antenna. I don't see any antenna on it as far as receiving signal, so that's all internal. So 200 feet, it's got 2 amp USB charging ports for electronics on the job site. So I just mentioned there, you can charge your phone and other products, but it's the 2 amp. So that's the current that you'll get from this USB for charging. It's got a compact design, so it's very small profile for your job. So it's very easy to carry. My father-in-law, this is his speaker. He's a painter, and shout out to Jim for letting me borrow this speaker. But this is his job site radio. So as he's painting, he has this to play his music. So that's great. So it's really small. It's got multiple hanging options. So it's got the screw on the back, which I showed you. It's got the handle, and then you can even put a string up through this, use it as kind of a carabiner type style. So you can put a little hook on it, loop in a piece of string. So there's many options for hanging this product on the site. Then it says for using a 2.0, so 2 amp hour lithium battery. It has 25 hours of runtime. Now, the 25 hours, that seems like a crazy amount of time for a 2 amp hour, in my opinion. Maybe one that's brand new, but it also doesn't say on this website and the information the decibel or the level of the speaker in operation, or whether you're charging a device. I would say probably low volume or barely any volume, and definitely not charging a device at the same time for those 25 hours. That seems a bit of a stretch. So I would say that's everything very low volume and not charging for that to get the 25-hour runtime. Has 100% compatible with all Ridgid 18-volt batteries. So any Ridgid 18-volt battery you have, I mentioned, you can do the 12 amp hour right down to the 1.5 for the Ridgid lineup, and doesn't matter. This is their hyper lithium ion, so this is their older gen batteries. You have the max power outlet or max power batteries. Those will work on here. So it's great that Ridgid, although they introduce newer products, newer speakers, newer tools, that right across the board you can use all their batteries. So I really like that about Ridgid, that you can get newer tools and still use the older batteries. This also, you can consult the user's manual for any other information. All right, so that's pretty much it for the specs and kind of the overview, what the speaker has to offer, kind of the charging side of it. So let's jump into how to set it up with your phone. Okay, so what you want to do is the speaker's off. I have it plugged in. You don't have to have it plugged in for this, but if you want to charge your phone while you're doing that, you go into your phone, you go into settings, and then under Bluetooth, click on Bluetooth. Bluetooth has to be turned on. Then you fire up the unit.
Power on.
It says power on. Then you click on the Bluetooth. So right now it's searching. It showed up Ridgid speaker R84088. You click on that.
Bluetooth connected.
And then it is connected. So it's just that easy to go in and connect from your Bluetooth speaker to your phone. Once that's set up, you can use your apps on your phone and play different music, whatever you want from your phone to your speaker. So that's just that simple. I got some music in Apple Music. There's different apps you can use and go from there. So yeah, that's a quick way to show you how to set that up. And once that's set up, you're good to go. And you don't need the cord attached. I was just using that for charging. It still stayed connected. So hopefully that helped you out with how to set it up. And so now we will go to some final thoughts on this Bluetooth speaker. Final thoughts. So my final thoughts with this Bluetooth speaker What would be good for? Well, my father-in-law really likes it for painting. So if he's at a house, it's a small portable speaker. It can run for a long time. It also has the charging capability for your devices. So that's another great feature. You can put a bigger battery pack on it for more runtime, or if you're charging your phone to give you that extra power on the job. So that's great about this unit. You can easily hang it in different ways, as we went over in the features. You can hang it up, so that's another great feature. The only con I would say about this unit, I do have a job site Bluetooth speaker, so that's a larger unit. But the difference between this one and that one is obviously the size, so how big it is. And two, my job site radio has an FM AM transmitter, so this does not. This is strictly Bluetooth. That's it. So if you don't have a phone or a device to pair it with, the speaker would not make any sense for your shop needs or for the job site, just because if you don't have a phone, most people have phones today, and even if you don't have a phone, you can have an iPod or any type of device that's Bluetooth, and you can connect it to this unit. So it doesn't actually have to be a phone, but for the common use for most people today, they usually have their phone on them, so it makes sense to have the speaker. But that's what the only downside I can say with the speaker is it doesn't have the FM AM radio, so you do have to have an app or a means of connecting it. But all in all, weight-wise, it's only about a couple pounds of the battery, so it's not too heavy, which is great for the job site. And clarity for sound is quite incredible, I must say. Due to copyright issues, I can't play music that I have on it, for that reason. But the volume's good, it gives off good sound, and the battery does last. I haven't had it last to 25 hours. I also haven't used it long enough to experiment with that. And of course, like I said earlier, you can buy a bigger battery if need be. So that's basically the ins and outs of this speaker. Hopefully it helped you with any connection issues you might have with your phone and showed you how to set that up. That's pretty much it for the speaker. So thanks for watching today's video. Please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below. And also, if you haven't clicked on that subscribe button, click on that now to be part of the Shop Talk family. We'd love to have you on board on this channel. So thanks again for joining in, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day.